So you recently just got paid, and the first thing that came to your mind is, I need to go and buy shawarma because I have worked hard this month. I have to spend my money.
40,000 naira. I'm rich.
Abort mission immediately. Don't do it. A lot of people, every time they get paid, they just find themselves spending, giving money to this person they promise, giving money to this person they promise, because in their head, I have money now, I've just been paid. And so before 15th or 20th, by like 13th self, some people are already in that what Nigerians call sakpa mood. So there are a few things that you must do when you get paid. So if you're interested in knowing the things that you must do immediately you get paid, every time you get paid, so that you can stay afloat, so that you can, have money to spend, so that you can, live the life that you really want to live, make sure to keep watching. Hi guys, I am your money friend, Kemi. On this channel, we talk about all things money, how to make, manage, multiply money. We talk about all things content creation. We talk about all things productivity. Basically, I am your friend here to help you, make best use of your resources. Okay? Whether it's your time, your money, everything. All right, so now let's talk about what you should do when you get paid. The first thing, and I feel like a lot of people miss this is the first thing that you should do when you get paid. The first thing you should do is open up your budget. I know that some people do not have a budget. They're like, see, now person will get money, they get budget. I remember I was in a class recently teaching some undergraduate students, and I was talking about, budgeting, and they were like, Ma, I don't have a budget. And I was like, no, everybody needs a budget. Whether you are earning 5,000 naira a month or you're earning 1 million naira a month, you need a budget. And the thing is that the way you start will greatly determine how you grow. So if at 100,000 naira, you did not know anything about budgeting, you weren't saving, by the time you get 2 million naira, you will still be living that reckless, unplanned and unorganized life, or disorganized life. Let's use that word. So it's very important that the first thing you must do when you get paid is draw up your budget. Drawing up your budget helps you to be able to plan ahead, in the sense of, many times, if you notice how the trajectory of this life goes, maybe during the month someone has come to you and said, oh, I'm selling my Ashwebi, or please come and help me, I want to, for example, someone like me, maybe my siblings come to me and say, oh, please, I need to buy a phone, come and add money to my money. And I tell them, oh, don't worry, when they pay me salary. Or there's this shoe someone brings to your office and you're like, when they pay salary, you push everything to when they pay salary. So when they now pay the salary, if the first thing you do is just pay all those people off, you have shot yourself in the leg, because what's going to happen is you're not going to have money to fulfill all your most important obligations. And that's why it's very important for you to first of all create that budget. So in that budget, you write everything you intend on spending your money on, all the promises to people you have made. First of all, of course, the first thing there should be your immediate expenses. Say rent, if you're paying rent that month, or if you are saving towards your rent. So for me, I advise, if your rent is 500,000 a year, for example, save 50k per month, so that by the 10th month you would have your 500k already. Don't wait until when it's 2 months to rent time. You're not looking for someone that will lend you money so that you can gather the money together, or you're not saying, oh, I'm broke this month because I just paid rent. It should not be. You should not just be paying rent with your salary that is before the salary, or before the month of your rent expiration. So have your month, your rent broken down into months, and start saving ahead of time. So have your rent in your budget, your rent, your house expenses, generator, whatever it is that you spend daily on, your feeding. Those are very important. You must eat before you start buying ashwebi. You must eat before you start paying for shoe, or you must cover your transport to work, your feeding. Those are basic amenities that your budget should cater for. Then when you have written everything down, you write even how much you want to save. Then whatever is left is what you will now have as, okay, money for dashing people, money for giving, for buying ashwebi, for buying shoes. Because I'm not against buying ashwebi, I'm against buying ashwebi when you cannot feed. That's a big problem. Or buying shawarma. And this is something I used to do before, where when I first get paid, I'm like, I beg, let me just buy something with my money. I can't keep myself. No, that should not be the first thing you do. You should do that, but that should not be the first thing you do. Second thing you do is to ensure that all expenses have been covered. Every single expense, whether it's to buy shoes, underwear, food, water, everything that you spend money on. Ensure that all your expenses are covered. Ensure that your inflow will cover whatever it is that you're trying to send out, your outflow. The next thing you should then do is pay yourself. How do you pay yourself? Pay yourself by saving first. You are paying your future self when you decide to save out of that money that you have earned. Especially for people that don't even have, if you don't have, recurrent expenditure, recurrent income, in the sense of maybe you're not a salary earner, maybe you're an influencer, or you are someone that is an entrepreneur or a creative person, maybe you're a photographer, you're a videographer, you get contracts in like a bulk. Maybe you get 1 million today, and in the next 3 months you get another 5 million. You spread that money over the months. Okay, spread when you get that money first, spread it over the months of, okay, for the next 3 months, what do we need to spend on and what do we need to save on? Very, very important. Don't just carry your money and spend it and squander it for that month, and then the next month you'll be dry. Okay, now after saving, after paying yourself, which is saving, investing, whatever platform you want to use, save your money, and you can put it in a platform that will even be giving you interest. For example, a low platform like Piggyvest. So after you've saved a bulk, then you can ask, okay, let me put it in investment. Maybe you want to buy shares, maybe you want to buy mutual funds, treasury bills, all of that. But you have to start with saving. So save next. After catering for your debt, your expenses, after paying, I mean, if you've done your budget and you saved money for yourself, then you pay for your expenses, for your daily expenses or your monthly expenses, whatever context is, whatever your context is. Then you pay for your debt. If you're owing anyone, please pay your debt. If you're owing, at least within the confines of the contract that was agreed. Then the next one is to now buy something for yourself. Yes, I know that you're like, where do I come in? I mean, the reason why we are working is so that we can look good, we can look nice. So one thing I used to do back then was I'll say, okay, every month I'll buy a new dress, a new shoe, something. And the dresses were not expensive that time, maybe 10K dress or 15K dress, just to say that, okay, this was how I actually built my wardrobe, by actually buying one after the other every month. I'll buy, sometimes not every month, maybe every 2 months. I can buy shoe this month, I can buy dress this month. That's how I was able to build my wardrobe over the years. I just buy them one, as opposed to saving up to go and buy, I don't know, whatever works for you. Some people may say, why not have find a budget for clothing every year where you just buy everything at a bulk, maybe in the market, it may be cheaper. It may actually be cheaper. I have times when I do that, but what I did then is what I'm saying. So you can have particular expense out of your salary that you were paid to cater for, taking care of yourself. Just look for something to buy for yourself, just to cover for frivolities. It's like a guilt-free money that you just have. Okay, so that you don't always feel like, is everything just for saving, 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 saving? Which one will I spend on myself? If I die now, what will happen to my money? The typical Nigerian will talk like that. But so it's very important for you to have that. Just have small money but let the money that you are spending on yourself not be more than the savings, please. Save more than you're spending. Very important. So after that, next thing and final thing to do is to track and review. Now, the point of having a budget in the beginning is so that now when you look at how much you have spent thus far, you now say, oh, so maybe I can't afford this life I'm living. Maybe this my rent is too much for me. Because some of us, because our salary, we don't know that our rent is too much for our salary. Because we are just borrowing 600K paying. By the time you divide it into months and you remove it from your monthly salary, you will realize that you are spending too much money on your rent. You realize that you're spending too much money on data, too much money on feeding. You would reduce some things. So that's what tracking and reviewing will help you do. But you will only be able to track and review if you have a budget. So make sure that you start with the budget. Make sure that you have everything that you want to spend on all listed out. You don't say, oh, how much am I earning? Start from even that small money that you're earning. So with that, I hope that this video has been helpful. I hope that henceforth you will do the right thing when you get paid. And if this video was really helpful, leave a comment and tell me, wow, I really enjoyed this video and I want you to do more videos like this, and I will surely do. If you have any finance question, personal finance question that you want to know, leave it in the comment section. And remember to give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe, please like, and I'll see you in my next video.